Firefly is the next best DPS in the game, but not for the reasons you think. Yo, what is up guys? It's Spade. I was watching EO's video the other day, and he was talking about how Firefly could have the potential to be the next best DPS in Honkai Sorrow. And it got me curious. I was looking through other content creators' videos, and I came to the conclusion that I would disagree. I don't think Firefly has the potential. I really think she is the best DPS in the game. And no, it's not just because of her incredible damage output. She really does pack a punch, or a kick in this case. But I think that she has the most player-friendly kit that we've gotten in a DPS. And I mean, just look at her. Doesn't she scream friendly? Quick disclaimer. All information that is presented in this video is subject to change and was gathered from content creators who have access to the Creator Experience server and Pridewin. Be sure to check their channels and website respectively for a more in-depth breakdown. Firefly is a fire destruction DPS that follows the break meta. She is the second break DPS following our favorite cowboy, Boothill. And to be honest, I don't know what his obsession with forks are.
Well, I'll be forked. The fork, man! Holy forkaroni.
But he's sure to stick it in. Pause! Now we all know Firefly's scales of attack and break effect while needing speed on the side. And since she focuses on break damage, it kind of makes crit stats worthless on her. So you can just ignore those, but at least it makes it easier to build her. But all of that is just icing on the cake, man. Because if we take a look at her kit, it says that for every 10 of Sam's attack that exceeds 1800, increases Sam's break effect by 0.8%. Meaning that even at low investment with dog relics, but at least it's relatable, the attack percent body and sphere, along with your break effect rope, can already make your damage output pretty high. This makes On the Fall of an Aeon her best Lycone option following her signature. Now keep in mind y'all, this is a free-to-play Lycone and anyone and everyone can get it in the Herda shop. Taking a look at her ultimate, upon entering the complete combustion state, or as I'd like to call it, the Super Saiyan Sam state, advances Sam's action by 100% and gains enhanced basic attack and enhanced skill, while in Super Saiyan Sam state increases speed by 60. Now this puts her at 182 speed, alone from just traces and speed boots. Now if you tell me, that is pretty fucking fast. My bad y'all, Firefly speed is actually much higher than I thought it was. So even without substats, it actually brings her up to 194 speed. Including Ronmei, it's gonna be like 204 speed without substats. So just a little mistake there, but I'm glad that I looked more into it. So yeah, there you go. Since her whole kit revolves around breaking, it does beg the question, what happens when the enemies aren't weak to fire at all? Now this is where her technique comes into play. At the start of each wave, applies a fire weakness to all enemies, lasting for 2 turns. Yet again, another Silver Wolf power creep. Man, this girl can catch a break. So what happens after those 2 turns? Well, you're probably already in your Super Saiyan Sam state. In her trace, it states that during the Super Saiyan Sam state, attacking enemies that have no fire weakness can also reduce their toughness. Meaning she doesn't really even have any problems breaking at all. Alright, so what happens when she exits out of her Super Saiyan Sam state? Well, that's not really a problem because her skill allows her to regenerate a lot of energy and has action advancement by 25%. Meaning that, once she exits out, she can re-enter back in. I can't snap my there we go. I can't snap my fingers. Everything Firefly wants to perform well is already integrated into her kit. So, don't have to worry too much about your substats. Like I said earlier, it's all icing on the cake. Now moving on to her team building, it's also pretty player friendly, in terms of ease of access. And not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of the name that I came up with it. It's Operation All Hell Breaks Loose, or OP-HBL. Her best team consists of Harmony Trailblazer, Ronmei, and Gallagher. Now aside from Ronmei, all of them are pretty much easily accessible. Harmony Trailblazer is free, and apparently now can be obtained earlier, so new players get to experience them without having to complete the main story yet. Ronmei, if you have the Jade, since she's running alongside Firefly, you can try and pick her up. Trust me, she's really fucking good. Now Gallagher, you can pick him up along the way of getting Firefly, but sometimes 4 stars in the banner are a scam, so it's pretty much luck, man. Now, if you don't have Ranmei or you don't want to get her, that is completely fine, man. Like, you're chilling because Asta is a great support for Firefly. Now, Asta buffs your Firefly's attack, and in Asta's ultimate, she also provides a flat 50 speed, which makes your Firefly even more fast. And Asta is another fire character, so she's gonna be depleting your enemy's toughness meters a lot quicker as well. Now again, in terms of ease of access, everybody is guaranteed to have an Asta, as she is the first character you're gonna get when you unlock the warp feature. Another character that is easily accessible for Firefly. Now Asta isn't the only character that you can pair Firefly with, but it is important to take note that Super Break does not scale off crit or elemental damage, so you won't be needing characters like Bronya or Sparkle. However, it does scale off defense shred, so you can use characters like Pela, or you can even use Gwenaifen and, you know, put on the Sweaty Luca light cone and you're good to go, man. So these are a couple options that you can go with. Now I did say Firefly already has everything she wants in her kit, but what makes Firefly a break character to a broken character is the fact that Harmony Trailblazer provides more break effect and super break, while Ranmei provides even more break effect, weakness break efficiency, and speed. So you know that 182 speed earlier? Yeah, you're bumping it up to 192 without substats. Now since Firefly already implants fire weakness to enemies, Gallagher can help reduce toughness meters faster as he's also a fire character. And I'ma be honest, I'ma be surprised if the enemies even have a chance to attack you. Now all of them can get their relics from the same domain, and chances are, you have another DPS that uses the other relic set. This makes it very efficient to farm. The only problem is, you kinda need to have almost 3 full sets. But you know, hey, at least you don't have to worry about crit, right? One major problem about the break meta as a whole is that it requires you to quickly deplete the enemy's toughness meters and keep them down as long as possible. Now, this is where crit-based characters do not have a problem with, which gives them an overall edge during many scenarios, right? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because there are different enemies such as the Arumaton and I think even the Abundant Deer, where they have certain phases that does not allow you to deplete their toughness meter. Now, I do think it is important to at least be somewhat knowledgeable on the enemies, because you do not want to be putting your characters in unfavorable situations. And this can be said with all characters. Now, if you understand the battles you're getting into, then I don't think this is going to be a problem. Overall, from everything I have said, in terms of how easy it is to invest into her and access her light cones and team building, you know, aside from her damage, of course, this puts Firefly, in my opinion, as the best DPS for any player. Free to play, light spender, whalers, you name it, like she's for everyone. She is that friendly. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts on Firefly in the comments below, and whether you disagree with me or not. You know, I'm pretty fucking excited. I've been pre-farming for her for a pretty long time. And you know, who wouldn't want to have a fucking Gundam in their character collection, right? So does this put Firefly above Acheron as the best DPS? I don't know, maybe side by side, but in terms of how player friendly they are, I would give Firefly the edge. I'll have to see how my Firefly compares to my Acheron. Maybe I'll make a video on that, I don't know. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification to stay tuned for more videos. Alright man, I'll see you on the next one.